Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Love for Intuitive Astrology. Today I will talk about the overview of 2023 in general, and then I will start to outline each and every single sign, okay? I'm going to let you know the best months for moving, traveling, love, career and all that stuff, so stay tuned. But in order to understand a little bit about the planetary movements, I would recommend you to stay for the general dates when everything is moving in what sign, okay? So before I start, like and subscribe, so I know that you want to see many more videos. As well, I do private readings because keep in mind this is a general reading. I'm reading the transits and most likely outcome for your sign, but you can also book a private reading with me, and you find all the details in the description box below. So 2023, I feel like time is really flying. It's like I feel that we just started 2002. So 2023 is quite a major year, okay? We've been having like Mars retrograde in Gemini for quite a while, okay? And on the 12th of January, this will end. So this will station direct. So the whole collective will have a bit more energy, unless you have it in your natal chart, right? A lot of frustrations and anger have been coming up with Mars retrograde. And, let me check what date exactly. We're gonna have Mars moving into the sign of Cancer on the 25th of March. So it will move away from Gemini. It's been there for about like 7 months. So a lot of lessons regarding communication, verbalizing anger, it's been like either there were arguments or you realize that you haven't been speaking up and things had to come out anyways, okay? On the 21st of January, Uranus is going to station direct in the sign of Taurus. And this is going to bring forward new ideas, new innovations. You're gonna feel like, ideas are coming to you more easily, right? So with Uranus, there's always a disruption between retrograde and moving direct. So expect some disruptions. This could even be earthquakes. Of course, I don't want that to happen. So this is just an example, or like some unexpected changes that need to happen, or sudden ideas. Can be anything. With Uranus, you kind of never know what to expect, but it's in an earth sign. So it is disrupting, and it has been disrupting part of your stability. Okay. So then we go into the month of March, and this is going to be an absolutely major month. Because on the 8th of March, we're gonna have the planet of karma, Saturn, moving into the sign of Pisces. So it has been in the sign of Aquarius for a while, and I mean, we all know it kind of started at the beginning of Saturn moving into Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of freedom. It's about innovation, and there was a restriction on that, right? There was a restriction. We had lockdowns. We had to sit in the house. So this was definitely a restriction of freedom. And through being at home, we had time to discover a lot of things within ourselves, and a lot of people had some kind of awakening. So what happens after that? When it goes into Pisces, Pisces rules the 12th house. And the 12th house is all about closing down karma, And people with planets in Pisces or in the 12th house, they know that they had to face a lot of karma through subconscious patterns. So the 12th house rules also subconscious patterns, behind the scenes stuff, but also hospitals and prisons, but I'm mainly going towards, we're gonna work really hard for our spiritual development. So more and more people, as you can see, are going towards the direction of working on themselves. what is really happening is that there is coming some kind of division. So there are people that's going to literally restrict themselves from evolving, and others are going to work hard to evolve, because there have been some developments where people, well, for a long time people didn't really have to look inward to change anything, and now we're going to be on an earth that is raising its frequencies, and we're becoming more aware of what is actually happening. And what a more beautiful tool than astrology to help you align with yourself, right? So yeah, check in your chart, where is Pisces. Of course, I will tell you in all the signs, but you can also check it in your own chart. But yeah, this area in your life, you're going to work on your subconscious patterns. And very often, everything that happens in the 12th house of Pisces is reflected in the world around you. So, for example, I have the moon in the 12th house. So, growing up, I had to deal with a difficult dynamic with my own mother. And what has been happening until now is that I met a lot of women and even men that represent the same qualities as my mother. So it was all the time in my face, reflected back the same patterns. And I had to really make very difficult decisions in order for those patterns to stop. And also I had to look within, like, which patterns do I carry, right? And this is how you're slowly working on your self-development, like really looking in the mirror, and also look what is projected outside of you. Do I carry any of these things within me? What can I learn from the people that are in my life, and what can I change? Because for me personally, my boundaries were absolutely horrible. I went from a very selfish personality in my teens, because honestly I had no energy to give due to my own home situation. I went from that to overly giving because I didn't want to become selfish. I didn't want to carry this pattern. But then I was overly giving and I gave my whole self away. And I had to come back to myself, back to my own senses, okay? So yeah, I'm telling you this message because I'm sure some of you have to deal with these kind of things. And this might all come up, so there's a lot of self-reflection. And on the 24th of March, major changes when Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius, right? And Pluto is a very slow-moving planet. It's going to be there for a lot of years, although in 2023, it's going to be in Aquarius for just a little while. So it's going to be let me see exactly. Yeah, it's going to be there until the 12th of June 2023. So we're gonna have a little dip into what does this mean. So again, we first had a pre-taste of Saturn in Aquarius, and Pluto is going to get the dirt out. Pluto is like the planet of the underworld. So what dirt needs to come out on a global level, on the personal level, that have prevented us from being our true selves. So Aquarius can look at, the world from a detached perspective. Hey, let's think logically. How can we change the world? What can we do to make things better? How can we think outside of the box in order to improve the world that we live in order to improve, it could be your world close by, right? So check out where Pluto is going to be in your chart. That's going to have a major impact. And of course, I will tell that with all the signs, but it's going to have a lot of empowerment. And the last time it was in Aquarius, so Pluto was in Aquarius, there were a lot of revolutions. So people are going to stand into their power to obtain equality, freedom for everyone, because in reality we're all a soul in a body and nothing else really matters, right? It feels like I'm singing this song, nothing else matters, but it's like It's time for us to stand in our power and change the things that no longer serve us. Are we serving our parents because we want to please them? Are we serving a partner because we want to please them? What is it that we want? What in ourselves we have to heal. So Aquarius in combination with Pisces, Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn in Pisces. Wow, major development. A lot of people are going to do coaching, are going to work on themselves, especially in parts of the world where equality is not very it's not very there. There are going to be some kind of revolutions, okay? But with Pluto, the dirt needs to come out in order to heal it. It's the planet where the most healing can take place. It's not easy. It's really in your face. Whereas Mars is very action-oriented. Pluto is like, you can't run away from this. There is no way that you can run away from this, or I will keep putting it in your face. Right? So something has to be done. Like a lot of secrets will be revealed about also the revolution of technology. Like maybe, there are much more technology available, for example, but that hasn't been exposed yet. So a lot of things will be exposed, honestly. And then some really exciting placements that are going to happen, because the beginning of the month from January till May, 17th of May, we have Jupiter in the sign of Aries. Okay, so this is all about leadership. So this is about your own identity, and it's together with Chiron, right? Chiron is there as well. So it's a combination of yes, I can, no, I can't. Yes, I can, no, I can't. So it's like this doubts if you can actually move forward, right? But there's enough optimism to heal yourself. So on the 17th of May, and I really love this placement because we're going to have Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus. And it's coming together in conjunction with the North Node, right? And the North Node is almost moving into the sign of Aries, which I will talk later about. But there is a massive, shift happening where you are being pushed into some kind of destiny, okay? Because the planet of luck is coming together with the North Node, which is your destiny. And it's providing you with a little gift from the universe. So it could be as small as having an optimistic feeling about launching a new business. So sometimes what people see as luck is that they want it in their hands. And I know Taurus is a tangible sign, so it does want to see the results. And for most of you, that will happen. But in case you're like, whoa, I'm not feeling it, sometimes it's an internal shift. Like, Taurus is also the sign of self-worth. So you might just wake up and say, hey, listen, I'm going to increase my price because I'm worth it. Or you're going to ask for a raise and you're just going to get it. Because honestly, you decided that day that you're going to believe in yourself. And you're going to stand in your power. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, planet of wealth, money, self-love, right? So expect either an increase in your money, increase in love altogether, depending on where this is in your chart. It's on 0 degrees, 2 degrees is the North Node, and it will, this conjunction will happen until 5th of June. I usually calculate up to 5 degrees for the major impact. And of course, Jupiter before is already conjuncting the North Node in Aries, but I think when it's in the same sign, it has a double wow effect. So North Node moving into, so it's going from Taurus, right? Moving into the sign of Aries. So with the South Node in Libra, there's going to be a lot of shifts when it comes to relationships, okay? And I want to scare you. Stable relationships always will keep existing, will stay. A lot of past life lovers will come together. Past life lovers with South Node in Libra. And the North Node in Aries is gonna, it's gonna be like give and take. So if you've been a major giver in a relationship, you might just say like, no more. I'm not gonna accept this any longer. Together with all this self-work and self-development, there's going to be massive changes, okay? So yeah, a lot of empowerment in your individuality while seeing everybody as equal. So why do we see so much rise in different psychology? People are really more and more into, like healing patterns. Everybody's becoming very much aware. And this has been in a very short time. Like, look what is accepted and what is out there right now, like yoga, meditation, astrology, like all these things, tarot readings. And, as before, that was like super taboo. But these are all tools to help you grow. And of course, there is the dark side, which will Pluto also indicate, is the addiction to using tarot, is the addiction of trying to control the outcome, because this is not what is meant to happen. It is meant to be used as a tool for improvement. Okay, so 22nd of July, we're gonna have Venus stationing retrograde. And this will happen until the 3rd of September 2023. So yeah, this time, past lovers, the classic one, making money on old projects that you've done before. This could be looking inward. So the relationships are going, like a lot of soulmates gonna get together this year with, Taurus offering stability, but everything that's unstable it's really gonna come to the light. Like, things have to really be aligned. Give and take has to be aligned. So yeah, and then we're gonna have a few Mercury retrogrades, okay? The first one, of course, is the one we're starting the year with. Will end on the 17th of January 2023. Then we have 21st of April until 14th of May. We have Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Then 23rd of August until the 15th of September, we're gonna have Mercury retrograde in Virgo together with Venus retrograde. So this is around my birthday. So I'm gonna have a solar return with some retrograde planets. 13th December until the 1st of January, we're gonna have another Mercury retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. So just for you to know, I think I'm ready to start with all the signs. I'm super excited to start with this. I wrote some things down because I did some research for you guys to check out which are the best months to do what. I just want you to realize, like, this is of course a general reading, and I do my general readings with an equal reading because I don't know where you're on the world, right? Personal readings I just do with Placidus placements. So let's start with my beautiful Aries. And obviously you're gonna have, wait a second, I want to have the chart. Sometimes I just need to see it. Okay, so Aries, how are you doing? So what is going on for the year of 2023? We're starting obviously with Jupiter in your sign, in your first house. So this is giving you a lot of optimism. And even though Chiron is still there, you have a lot of energy to heal wounds regarding to insecurity, thinking you're not good enough, and you're really going to set down an identity that you feel is authentic to you. So this is a very important, these are important lessons coming up for you, Aries. And then on the 17th of May, if you saw the general description, we're starting off with Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus. And Aries, this is massive. If Taurus is in your second house, right? So check the degrees. If Taurus is in your second house, together with the North Node, you can receive so much wealth. So there's going to be a major breakthrough in your money. and already there was Uranus there, the North Node. You were maybe trying to figure out ways on how to make money. I'm telling you, with Jupiter backing up this bunch in your second house, wow. So that's going to be massive. So Pluto is going out of your 10th house, so out of the house of career, visibility, and this is probably like money related, right? Maybe you were struggling what it is exactly that you want to do. You had to maybe figure out some different careers in order to figure out what is suiting me, what should I do with my life, in my life, right? And it's moving into Aquarius in your 11th house. And this is of like networking, this is of friendships. So you will see a massive change in friendships. And with Pluto there, you will be shown friends that you can trust, right? And also you will see what in you is maybe needs to be healed regarding friendships. And there are going to be some changes. Like you're going to see your friends differently, and it's almost like the truth will be revealed to you. There's also a different way of networking, right? So maybe you were working online and you're going to work with different ways, or maybe the way you're dealing with online work, you're going to change that a little bit. But you're definitely going to change your dynamic when it comes to your friendships. And already Saturn there kind of restricted you. So maybe you were like, I don't want to meet that, like, I don't feel that social. I don't want to be meeting that many people. But you're definitely going to go for it now. But you're going to pay attention to the toxic patterns within you or within your friendships or people that you surround yourself with. Because who you hang out with is definitely influencing you as a person. Saturn moving into Pisces in your 12th house. So Aries, you're gonna focus a lot on spirituality. You're going to focus on healing. Maybe you're starting yoga. You're gonna go on a retreat, but you're gonna work on your subconscious patterns. So maybe you're going to a hypnotherapist, a normal therapist, but work on your spiritual journey. This is going to really elevate and help you. You have a chance to remove a lot of karma. Saturn is also the father. So if you have anything, any patterns related to your father, right? Dive deep into that, meditate on it. What do I need to heal regarding to, the father in the family? So, and then we're going to have, I wrote down some months. So a few love months for you. Aries is June, July, even though it's Venus retrograde. So July, the second half could be an ex coming back. August, still Venus retrograde. Keep that in mind. October and November. Okay. Career months, right? We're going to have, we're starting off with 10th house planets, right? In Capricorn in January, July, August, September, and end of December are good for your career. Like there's a difference, of course, between 6th house planets and 10th house planets, but you know, this is just a general message on work focused months, and you can follow me monthly to know more precise what that means. Money months, well, did I not say enough? Jupiter moving into Taurus, wow, like money opportunities, big money opportunities. Did I tell you? Wow, honestly, fantastic. If you want to move, July is a good month. Traveling months, June and December, okay? So Aries, I really wish you a magical year of 2023, and you can come back to this video anytime you like. You can also book a private reading with me if you're like, okay, I want to know more what this means for me personally. And I'm super grateful for your love, your presence on my channel, and I really hope to see you next time. I'm sending you many blessings and a lot of love, and may you grow into the best and authentic version of yourself, because I can see that you can. Thank you. Let's move on to the next sign. So Taurus, my lovely Tauruses, major year of 2023. All right. So I'm going to start off a little bit with the planetary changes. And I'm going to indicate also which months are good for money, love, these kind of things. So for you, Jupiter is starting off in the 12th house in the sign of Aries. And it will be until the 17th of May. Okay, so 12th house is all about working on your subconscious. Like a lot of you had some type of major spiritual awakening. Maybe some of you have been having very vivid dreams or journaling your dreams. You've been writing down, like you had visions even for some of you, ideas that you would like to present to the world, but that you've been working on behind the scenes. These are all things that you focus on when Jupiter is in your 12th house. But on the 17th of May, Taurus, Jupiter is going into your sign together with the North Node in conjunction. This is going to be massive. It is like a new plant will be seeded. You will be pushed into the path of destiny. There will be someone coming in and bringing you towards a whole new path, no matter what that means for you. Because first house is identity, but it's also a start of a whole new cycle. So whatever that start may be, right? Because Taurus, you are ruled by Venus. Venus is love, it's money, right? So it's kind of like destiny will push you towards a new destiny. Love, money, all together, a new job, your own company. You're going to start, in the first house, you're going to like plant the seeds, start with whatever you have to do. And one thing is that you could become a little self-indulgent. So watch your weight. That's the only thing I can tell you. Everything else, you feel uplifted, you feel positive, you're gonna really like you're gonna like shine, you're gonna have this magnetism. This is what Jupiter does, it makes you magnetic, so you draw good things to you. So let the luck fall into your lap. Some people are like, Jupiter did nothing for me when it was in my sign, but some things are on an subconscious level, right? It could be an attitude that's changing, but when you look back, you're like, wow, yeah, a lot of things did change, really. So Pluto for you has been in your 9th house, Taurus. So 9th house is related to belief systems. It's related to traveling, faraway travels. So maybe, there has to be some kind of transformation. So maybe you were traveling all the time and you couldn't find satisfaction. Maybe you wanted to travel, but you were like prevented from doing that. So now you're going to be, Pluto is moving into your 10th house of career. So you would be free maybe to travel, or maybe a travel opportunity will come up for you, or you just have a different belief system. Some of you might actually left a certain belief or religion in order to either be atheist or start a new, going to a new religion or a new belief system. There's a lot of changes happening there, and also how you see yourself in the world. And it's moving into the sign of Aquarius on the 24th of March. 24th of March. And just before that, Saturn is moving into your 11th house in the sign of Pisces. So you're going to revise your friendships, Taurus. You're going to be like, what are the friends that I have around me? And some of you are going to see changes in your friendships, or you're gonna want to spend time alone. Like, spend more time alone, definitely. You're gonna focus on the things that make you happy. So maybe some people are not meant to be in your community anymore, in your group. You know, you're going to be like, okay, I just want to hang out with people that have the same values as me. And Pluto is moving into your 10th house, okay? So Saturn is moving out, which probably made you feel like you had to work super hard. Like super hard, or maybe a lot of responsibility on your shoulders when it comes to work. It was like work, 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 and not enough coming back. That's what it feels like when Saturn is in a certain area in your life. With Pluto there, you're gonna take your power back. So any disruption preventing you from having that grounding, that inner power. So power does not mean manipulation, that's wrong. Or power doesn't mean ruling over other people. Inner power, knowing what you want from the inside. So anything that has been blocking you, you will get like really difficult bosses, for example. They're gonna prevent your growth. So anything what you feel from the inside regarding your public vision, or regarding like how you see yourself in your company, it's going to be reflected back to you. So whatever you put out, you'll get back. Like Pluto is cleaning up a lot of dark stuff. I have Pluto on the ascendant, so I know how it works. It needs to clean out all the dirt, but it also can present you with major rewards. Okay, if you act on from a pure heart, stand in your ground, stand in your power, you will get where you want to be. So yeah, massive changes. I wrote down some months. So traveling months, Taurus, December, July. I got career months for you, February, September. Moving months, June, July, August. However, July, August, we are going to have Venus retrograde. So it could be that you're moving back to a familiar place that you've already lived before. Moving back to where you came from. Moving back to where you've lived before, okay? Love months, September, October, November, December. And money months, well, June. I got June for the money month, but with Jupiter in your sign, it could unlock also a lot of abundance, right? So yeah, I wish you an amazing year ahead, full of luck, optimism, beauty. You deserve it all. I really appreciate all your efforts. I mean, you're here on my channel because you're working on yourself, and I think that is already worth so much. So well done. Yeah, if you want to come back to this video anytime. It's on my channel. Subscribe to it if you like this video, so I know you want to see many more videos. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you. Thank you so much for all your love, your support. I'm very proud of you. You've been doing amazingly. So sending you many blessings, Taurus. And I'm ready to move on to the next sign of Gemini. So Gemini, let me get the chart up so I see the overview. How have you been doing, Gemini? Right, there's going to be a lot of changes in 2023, honestly. A lot of changes. So here we go. Okay, well, we're starting this month off with Mars stationing direct in your sign. So this will happen on, let me double check. Yeah, the 12th of January. So you're gonna have energy to move forward again. Because before that, maybe you felt like some kind of restriction, some kind of frustration that you want to move forward, but in a way you feel like hold back. Or it's like you feel a lot of energy, but you don't know where to distribute it to. Yeah, and we have Jupiter in the sign of Aries, starting in January up until the 17th of May. And this is in your house of friendships. And this is all about you having fun, right? But with Chiron there, it's kind of this double feeling, Gemini. It's like you go from feeling optimistic and really adoring your friends and your community to, am I good enough? Can I do this? Do I belong here? Is this my crew? Is this my crowd? And even if you do like workshops or you're like leading, because Aries is a leading sign, if you're leading some type of community, you know, you could attract many people, and maybe it might be quite new to you, so you feel a little bit insecure, and then people really appreciate what you're doing. This is this like dynamic of Chiron and Jupiter. It's like giving you all the faith or all the luck in that area, and then you're like, oh, is this really what I deserve? So yeah. Or people might misuse your kindness, and for example, after the workshop, they keep needing your help. So you need to make sure to have good boundaries when it comes to working in a community. On the 17th of May, we're going to have Taurus moving, Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus, which is in your 12th house, okay? Woo, massive awakening. If you want to, you definitely can grow spiritually so much. So you already had Uranus there, and the North Node was there, and we're gonna have a conjunction. So when Jupiter is moving into Taurus on the 17th of May, there is some type of destiny that will unlock. So some of you are gonna have a Kundalini awakening. You're gonna have like some vivid vision or dream. Could be like really, really changing your life. Could even be just an idea that you're gonna start to work on behind the scenes, and it's gonna be like, wow, what is this? You know, you're gonna really explore the depths of yourself, and you're gonna get a lot of answers and also protection from people that were actually gossiping or bad behind the scenes. You're gonna be backed up, like spirit's gonna help you, because 12th house is really about spirit. Yeah, you could be getting a job in a hospital, right? Or in because this is hospital, prison, these kind of things, and Taurus is the sign of money. So you could get a job in these kind of scenes, but also there could be money unlocked through manifestation, right? Through manifesting money, or through, yeah, your subconscious. So you're gonna have a new mindset towards money. So maybe you can do like a hypnosis for attracting money and love, or like you're doing this affirmations from home. This is really going to help you. And on the 8th of March, we're gonna have Saturn, the planet of karma and restrictions. It is moving into Pisces. And for you, Pisces, Gemini is in your 10th house. So this could mean two things. Either you're going to be restricted from a job, or you're going to have a higher position and you're going to be some type of authority where you're going to have more responsibilities. So the universe is kind of testing you about your responsibilities. How much can you handle? So there will be a little bit more work thrown on you, and how are you going to deal with it? Okay, so you have to learn how to become your own authority. So don't back away from it or be scared from it, because the planet of karma is like, either you restrict, you run away, or you're gonna just embrace it and just work hard, and you know, it always gives you the rewards that you want after. So if you did the hard work, so to speak, you're gonna be rewarded for that. So, you know, this is how we mature and grow up. This is Saturn. It makes us grow up and be authority. So, and then we have Pluto moving into your 9th house. So you're gonna probably have a change in your belief system on how you see the world. You know, you're gonna be like, like, am I free in my body? Am I free where I am? Maybe you want to move to a different country. You want to travel. You want to, like, am I a city person, or am I someone who needs to live on the countryside? You're going to really dive deep within your belief systems. What is it that I believe I am in this world? Like, where do I belong? What do I believe, right? Watch out for false gurus. With Pluto in the 9th house, like, you might be following someone that is reflecting a shadow side. Because, you know, what I've realized, that nowadays a lot of narcissistic leaders are coming to the forefront, understanding that with spirituality you can really make people adore you. So make sure, if you give your power to someone, to take it back, right? People are here to help each other reflect. Aquarius is like, we're all equal. We're all a soul in a body. So why is one person better than the other? Okay, we have people that are more experienced in an area than someone else. That can help you. But if you don't agree and you don't feel in your own alignment that that's true, that's your discernment, your truth, okay? So make sure to not dominate other people with your beliefs or be dominated by other people, okay? If you feel like you need to give your power away to follow someone, that's not okay. You always have to keep your own inner power. Like even me, when I'm talking to you, you might not resonate with anything, and that's completely fine, because maybe at this time there's not something that you resonate with what I'm saying. So that's okay, you know? So it's more about being open, and maybe you're gonna dive into mindfulness and all these kind of things, or psychedelics or these kind of things, but do not try to convince other people from your beliefs. This is you. And I had to understand this as well, that when I just had my awakening, I wanted to tell everybody. I wanted to convince everybody of that. You know, I had a certain diet and I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I went into my ego, and I remember that I was under an Indian guru for a while, and he told me, Michelle, the powers are yours. And they're not there to brag about or to share or to show the world. They're for your own development. So I feel that this is something I can give to you as well on how to deal with that. So I really had to learn how to become humble, but also stand in my own power. Like not let myself be influenced that easily, which I was very much. Like if someone told me something, and still my boundaries are not as good as they should be, but working on that. So Gemini, a few good months for traveling. February, June, okay? Money months, May, July. Career months, March. However, Saturn is in Pisces, but the rest of the planets are in Pisces as well. So this is maybe the month you will get a promotion, where you get like more responsibilities. November, December. Love months, October, November, December. Moving months, July, August, September. Keep in mind there is going to be Venus retrograde, so this is most likely moving back to a familiar place. So maybe you moved away for a job, you're moving back for a job, something like this, okay? So this is my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe. So I know you want to see many more videos. I do private readings as well. You can find my email in the description box below. This is my message for you. I'm sending you many blessings, a lot of love. I hope 2023 is going to help you grow spiritually tremendously, so you can have the life you deserve, because you are worth so much, and I love you. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to the sign of Cancer. So Cancer, I just want to have a visualization of your chart. So big movements at Cancer in 2023, right? You're starting off the year with Mars retrograde that will finally station direct in the month of January, the 12th of January. And actually, let me double check. For you, finally, Mars will go out of your 12th house on the 25th of March. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is when your energy levels will increase again, because Mars was locked up in your 12th house, making you clean up a lot of anger, maybe anger towards certain people in your life, your siblings, your family. any subconscious anger that has been in your body has come to the surface for you to heal. So this was a very important time for that. It was not a time for you to move quickly and give away all of your energy, because it's like suddenly you would have been like empty of energy. It would have been like gone. So 25th of March, Mars is going into your sign of Cancer. So that's wonderful. It's going to give you a lot more energy. So Jupiter, we're starting off with Jupiter in your 10th house of career, visibility, right? And Aries is definitely the sign of optimism, leadership. So your career was having a massive boost. Though we do have Chiron there, so it must have been like, wow, I love all this attention and this visibility. Oh wait, am I good enough to do this? So there would be some like doubts. Yes, I can. No, I can't. So one day you feel optimistic and deserving, and the next day you're not really sure. So it's been a little bit like this. On the 17th of May, Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus, and this will be Cancer in your 11th house. 11th house is of having fun. So you're gonna have a lot of fun. Enjoy. Spend the money you earned. Don't overspend, but you just want to have dinners. You want to be with communities. You can actually find a group that really matches your values, right? Taurus is about the values. It's about money. So you could find either work as well, working through groups or communities. You could find like the right market to position your product or to share things with the world. But there is some destiny in a new friend group or a new community that you're going to work with. Okay, so have a lot of fun. This will be a time of fun, good food, a wine here and there, a little dance. Have fun, enjoy, right? Because Cancer, you've been through a rough time. Like some of you have had a rough time, so have fun. Pluto is moving from your 7th house into the sign of Aquarius in the 8th house. I forgot to say with the other side because it's just a little dip, right? So on the 24th of March, it's moving into the sign of Aquarius, and it's gonna be there until, let me double check, the 12th of June. So it's just gonna be a little dip just to see what's going on. And it will be in your 8th house. And then Saturn, that was in Aquarius in your 8th house, is moving into your 9th house. So you have been shredding skin. A lot of you maybe went into therapy or did a lot of coaching to break down a lot of patterns that have been happening into your life. A lot of things that were blocking you from being your true self. And for some of you, it had to be, was related to your sexuality, right? And I'm not meaning like straight but it's also the way you are intimate with yourself and the way you're intimate with others. So are you willing to be honest and opening up to people, or have you been really standoffish, right? Keeping your Cancer shell around you and not really showing your true self to people. And this could have led to people trying to manipulate you, to shock you, or to dominate you in order to get a reaction out of you, right? So sometimes people reflect the opposite of what you are doing, or they reflect something that's within you. So there is going to be a lot of inner reflection on your sexuality, but also your money. Like a lot of truth will come up about your money. Like, did you pay all the bills? Make sure to pay all the bills. Some of you have been in a court case, in a divorce, right? So you're gonna have to face all the truths. If you know you're in your truth, stand in your power. This is very important around this time. So get your papers in order. Court case, stand in your power. Make sure you own the truth. Because 8th house is gonna it ruled by Pluto. So you have to the dirt is gonna come out. So if someone is working against you that will come out. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, it's like custody of the children and stuff like this. And also, yeah, it's a great time to go into therapy, to get all, like, to learn about your own repetitive cycles, right? Saturn in your 9th house might restrict you from traveling, or you could be like, you could have a job where you need to travel all the time, because planet of hard work either restricts, right, or makes you work really hard. So yeah, there's might be like, you feel like you for a while don't want to believe in anything, like you want to focus on different things, like for example mindfulness or working on your higher mind. Maybe some of you actually going to study, right, hard work, so you're going to study something new. Could be a new language or a new study, or maybe you want to become like a yoga teacher, for example, and that takes hard work and effort, right? Because honestly, I mean, your body has to go through so many adjustments in order for you to become a yoga teacher. And it's also about belief systems and mental changes. So this is definitely all 9th house things. So you're gonna shred skin a lot. So you're gonna have fun, but you're also gonna work on yourself. I wrote down a few months that are good for certain things. So great traveling months, Cancer, for you are February and June. Then money months are May and July. Career months, March. Even though Saturn is that what is okay. March, what is it? March? No, March is good for traveling. Should have been there. So it's like traveling and career. And November is going to be December. Love months, January, November, December. Fun months, well, basically most of the year, but especially May till the end of the year. Moving months, October. Okay, so I did some research to see which months are good. Obviously, this is a general reading, so you can book a private reading with me, and you find all the details in the description box below. So yeah, Cancer, this is a little update for you on the year of 2023. If you like this video, subscribe to it so I know you want to see many more videos. I really so appreciate you, and I wish you all the best and all the fun and the luck in the world, because you deserve it. And keep working towards your spiritual journey. Like, you're here because you already have this curiosity, so keep going, don't give up, please, ever, because you're magnificent and you belong here, and there is a place for you here. Okay, so thank you so much for all your love and support, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next sign of Leo. So hello, Leos, hope you're doing great. What a year it's going to be. 2023 is going to be a major year of changes, and to be fair, Leo, this is going to be your year of career, traveling and career. Massive, 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 massive. I have no words for the luck you're going to experience in your career. Okay, going to explain all of that. So we're starting off with Jupiter in the 9th house. So a lot of you, it's like between January and the 17th of May, a lot of you are going to travel. 9th house is far away travel. Okay, this is like overseas. This is out of your country, most likely. This could be for like sports activities or doing some like an active holiday. Could be for some type of leadership course, or just for having fun. Okay, it's about experiencing freedom. Maybe you could be like a digital nomad, like working towards like working online, doing your things. And on the 17th of May, we're gonna have Jupiter lining up in conjunction with the North Node in your 10th house in Taurus. Massive, 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 massive. Leo, get ready. So check out in your chart because it's on 0 degrees, 2 degrees. So it could still be in your 9th house as well. Could be luck. But in general, you're going to have some type of destiny when it comes to your work and your visibility, okay? So some of you might get a new job with a really amazing offer. It could be that if you're on social media, you're gonna get like some type of fame. You're gonna suddenly go from, if you're on YouTube, from 1,000 subscribers to like 10,000. You're gonna be like discovered. So there is a massive change when it comes to your work, and it's going to be destiny, right? Could be something that maybe you didn't think was gonna take off. You're trying something new and it's like boom, out there, okay? So it's absolutely amazing, right? So Pluto, right? Yeah, let's start with Saturn. So on the 8th of March is a big month as well, right? We're gonna have Saturn moving into the sign of Pisces, which is in your 8th house. So you had Saturn in your 7th house. So some of you were really working on your relationship. Some of you didn't want to have a relationship because Saturn either restricts or makes you work really hard. So either you had a high level commitment or you restricted yourself from a relationship. So if your relationship survived, this means that you know, this is like a good solid base for the next level. If it didn't, Saturn is going to the 8th house. So either you keep working towards intimacy, opening up, like you're gonna see your blocks when it comes to sharing your intimate feelings. But also for some of you, this could be a court case coming up, right? If you didn't survive Saturn in your 7th house, you're gonna really, there are gonna be some court case, maybe like finances need to be arranged. But even if you did get married, also your finances need to have some kind of organization. This is also the 8th house. So a joint bank account, maybe. It could be that some people like kind of still like owe you money in a way. It's not a good time to lend money to people, okay? Because Saturn is restricting, and it's most likely that this person is not going to pay you back. Even if you had like some kind of joint bank account, there might be some loss of money if you're going through divorce. So be aware, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you what I see in the stars. It's either good or bad. And I also always present to you the good stuff and the bad stuff, because nothing is good or bad. Like everything has, like, you know, it's like going through a hard time in life, which usually presents you with a lot of growth. So not everything is good or bad or black or white, right? So Pluto moving on the 24th of March into your 7th house. So your relationship is going to really experience a cleanup of the dirt. What is working between you two, what is not working. If you're single, you're going to be represented with patterns in your relationships. Why do you keep attracting narcissists, for example? Is because this, that, and that, and that. Why do you keep attracting people who cheat on you? Go back to your childhood and realize, like, why am I attracting this type of people, okay? So you can do some inner work. I mean, it's in opposition with the ascendant, so it's like looking within why certain people come into your life and represent some kind of lessons, okay? Also, there is some kind of breaking free. So how can you be more free in a relationship that you're at? Or how can you break free of a relationship? Like some of you want to give each other space, or you just don't want to be in a relationship for a while, okay? Or not at all. So these are the subjects that will come up. I wrote down a few months that are good for love, money, all these kind of things. So Leo, for you, career months, January, and then April till the end of the year. So basically all year is good. I'm telling you, you're going to level up so much. People cannot even believe it. Let jealous people go. This is the time, like, keep only the friends that are supportive of you. And people who are jealous of this, you're gonna level up. And sometimes when you level up, you have to let people go, right? You want people that are happy for you. That's all that matters, like. So be aware of that. Love months, February, December. So I don't feel there's a massive emphasis on love this year. It's definitely traveling in your career is massive. Not like, it really depends on your natal chart as well, right? I mean, traveling months, January, February, March, April. Basically January till May, because you're gonna have Jupiter in your 9th house, so maybe you're gonna backpack or stuff like that. Money months, August, September, but there is Venus retrograde, so this could be from a project that you have done before suddenly taking off, and you're like, what? I haven't looked at that for a while. So it could be going back to your old job, like people are betting a lot of money on you. They're like, I want Leo back. I'm gonna offer you this amount, come back here. October as well is a good month for a career. Moving months, November, December. Okay, so this is a little bit of an overview for you, my lovely Leos, for the year of 2023. Of course, it's impossible to talk about everything, but I'm taking a little bit of the outer planets that are moving and are gonna make a change. So Pluto is moving into Aquarius only until, the 12th of June. So it's just a little while. We're getting a little taste of it, but you're gonna already see the shift, okay? And in 2024, it will go back. Just wanna point that out. And yeah, that's my message for you, Leos. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below if you wanna share something with the community. And I wish you all the best. Just shine like the star you are, because you so deserve it. You are literally the best. So I'm spreading a lot of luck to you because you deserve it, okay? Bless you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign of Virgo. So Virgo, what is 2023 gonna do for you? Let me get the chart up so you can see some. Okay, so Mars is stationing direct again on the 12th of January. And I wanted to point that out for you, Virgo, because Mars is in your 10th house. So it's going to unlock a lot of work, new work, a lot of presence. So maybe you've been revising your work in the months before. You were like, maybe it's not finished yet. Maybe I need to do something new. Like, for example, my YouTube channel, I realized, like, okay, I haven't done shorts. I don't have a TikTok account. I've been going over like old blogs, and once upon a time I had an idea to write a book, and I reread the first pages, and I was just going through previous work to see what I could improve, what maybe I could bring back, right? And yeah, like some unresolved anger towards work, like what is it that I really want to do? So this is something that will be unlocked, and in January you're gonna take off, Virgo. You're gonna take off. Boom, let's go for it. You're gonna launch something. Wait a few more days if you want that after it goes stations direct, okay? Jupiter will be in the sign of Aries in your 8th house, starting off in January until the 17th of May. 8th house is about your money, but this is other people's money. So it might be that you will see some investment, like people want to invest in you, people want to help you financially. Yeah, there might be some opportunities working with someone together. And yeah, so there's a lot of, there's a lot more intimacy as well. But Chiron is at the same time in the 8th house. So it's like I'm opening up my sexuality, my intimate feelings to people, but I'm not sure. Should I do? Should I not? Should I do? Should I not? So you're going to have the courage to do so, but sometimes you doubt a little bit. Like, it's about opening up your feelings to people, because your sexuality is not just, or intimacy is not just the act. It's also about learning to trust people, 8th house, right? It's about opening up to the right people, not to the wrong people. Some of you have been going to therapy or doing some research in the occult that's literally helping you grow, or even studying it, like becoming a therapist, becoming a tarot reader, and astrologer. And it's funny because, you know, a lot of people say, oh, Virgo is not an intuitive sign, but this is so wrong. Like, how many tarot readers are out there on the internet that I've seen are Virgos? Yeah, so it's not at all. Like, Virgos are very intuitive, can very easily tune into different people, because you are the sign of service. You want to be of service, so you need to understand people in order to give that service. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't let people talk you out of certain things because they tell you, like, whatever. You can break a lot of patterns now as well. So you're going to really step up your game and break those patterns. So what else? We're going to have on the 8th of March, Saturn, the planet of restriction and hard work, is moving into your 7th house of relationships and commitment, business partnerships. So this means that you're either going to go into a higher commitment where you have to work hard to keep this commitment, or you're going to restrict yourself from any commitment. So you're like, I'm single, I don't want to date anyone. These are the two extremes that Saturn can present to you. So it's like, either you just want to be with someone that's really serious, like you don't want to be in a casual relationship, you want to have a serious something, so you rather be alone than be with someone that, you know, is just it's gonna be flaky. Virgo, you don't like flaky people, that's one thing. Flaky is not your thing. Yeah, so it's like really important for you to have a good commitment. Like, even with a business partner, it's like, are you all in or not, right? Are you all in or not? This is important for you. So Saturn is moving out of your house of routines, right? So money, or not necessarily money, but it's like work has been tough, a lot of work or not enough work. It's been restricting you a little bit. So this will be relieved. However, on the 24th of March until the 12th of June, we're going to have a little dip where Pluto is moving into Aquarius in your 6th house. Virgo, take care of your health. This is a good time to really focus on your health. So anything that has a weakness in your body will be presented to you. Pluto will show you the dirt. And, you know, you don't have to agree with me, but I believe a lot of problems with our health that we have is related to something of a thought pattern. So, you know, but always go to the doctor. I never say don't do that. So maybe you need to do some checkup. Also, there might be changes in your work, right? For good or better, because Pluto is taking out the dirt. If there's no dirt, you're gonna get here instantly. You can grow very fast. So this is what Pluto does. It transforms your routines, your work, and it's gonna bring you to the top, right? But you can only get there by cutting out all the weeds. Okay, so great months for you. Love months, Virgo: January, February, March. Career months, Virgo: February, May, June. Money months, September, October. Traveling months, May till the end of the year. Okay, so, and this is traveling overseas, like far away travels. 9th house is overseas or out of the country, or you're going to study something new, like languages, a new study, something that's going to bring you a lot of abundance. Taurus in your 9th house is like, you can make money traveling. You can make money being a mindfulness coach. You can make money with 9th house activities, being a teacher, language teacher, okay? So moving months, December. So December is a good month for moving. Obviously, you have to listen to your intuition. I'm just presenting for you the best months possible. You can book a private reading with me if you want to know more specifically for you personally what are the best months for doing things. But thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I so appreciate you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. So I know you want to see many more of these, and I appreciate your time. And I'm so proud of your progress. You're doing super well. So keep ruling. Thank you so much, Virgo. Sending you many blessings. Let's move on to the next sign of Libra. So my lovely Libras, what will the year of 2022 present to you? Wow. All right, just gonna get some. Okay, so I wrote down some months. I'm gonna name them very quickly, but I'm gonna first focus on the outer planets, the major planet shifts for you, Libra. So we're starting off in January with Jupiter in Aries in your 7th house. So this is really bringing your relationship to the next level. Though there is Chiron in the mix. So it's almost like if you were in a relationship, you have been feeling like, yes, this relationship is good. No, this relationship was not good. Or you have been faced with many possibilities of healing in order to make the relationship work, okay? Some of you are getting married around this time, getting to a higher commitment, and really wanting to, there's gonna be maybe even a new partner that you're meeting around this time, or a business partnership, okay? But it's not without complete obstacles when Chiron is in the mix, but it also is a massive opportunity for healing, yeah? On the 8th of March, Saturn, the planet of hard work and restriction, is moving into your 6th house. And 6th house is routines, it's your health, it's working, right? 10th house is more your career and your visibility and your ultimate purpose. Like 6th house is more your day-to-day routines, which is also work is part of that. So you're going to kind of feel heavy some days, like to go to work, because some of you are going to get more responsibilities, right? A lot of responsibilities, a lot of hard work. It's very important to check up your health to make sure that your health is totally okay. Because with Pisces, sometimes you have this weird, it's like these weird things in your body that don't really define anything. Like Pisces is foggy, and it's like you would have something and the doctor cannot figure out what it is. This is Pisces, okay? Pisces is very spiritual, so you're soaking up a lot of energies as well from your work. So make sure to close down your aura and to, you don't always have a choice, but to surround yourself by the colleagues that you feel most in alignment with. And then on the 24th of March, Pluto is dipping its toes into Aquarius. And I mean, Saturn went out of, Saturn was in Aquarius already, making a major shift into how we're seeing freedom. Pluto in Aquarius is going to be in your 5th house. So anything that's been blocking you from either having children, wanting to have children, these truths are gonna come up. Could be like related to your family. Maybe your own upbringing was not good, right? Some of you have Capricorn in your 4th house, so your upbringing was tough, and you're like, I don't want to have kids. I'm afraid that I become like my parents, you know? So certain truths related to children will come up. Certain truths when it comes to your creative expression, like maybe you feel like you don't have enough creativity, but actually you do. So you will see the blocks that maybe in the past someone told you something and it blocked you from being this creative individual, which you truly are, Libra. You are very creative. So there will be a lot of changes also on how you see romance. Like You might attract people that are trying to dominate you if you're dating. And you're going to be more aware of patterns when it comes to dating, of patterns when it comes to, what do I need to transform in order to attract the right partner? And what is it that you truly want? Do you want something casual? Do you want something committed, right? Yeah, subjects that are coming up. So some months for you, Libra, that are important. So the traveling months in 2023 are going to be May, June, December. Money months, November. Moving months, January. Love months, January to May, right? Career months, February, March, July. And I almost forgot to tell that you have Taurus moving into your 8th house, right? Backing up the North Node. So a lot of you are diving into occult subjects. So 17th of May until the end of the year, you're going to have all year Jupiter in your 8th house. So some of you are going to get some kind of inheritance, an investment could come in. You could make your job, you could be a therapist, you could go to a therapist, you could be into astrology there with Uranus there in the 8th house and make money through that. So there is a lot of transformation when it comes to your sexuality. Maybe you're experimenting new things. You're gonna feel more secure within your own body. If you are with your soulmate, you're gonna come closer to each other and like really go more in depth to your soul, to your knowing. So yeah, it's going to be very beautiful. A lot of transformation that is bringing you to a higher level. Definitely your intuition is very on point in 2023. And you have a chance to break a lot of cycles through diving into therapy, diving into astrology, all these kind of things. They're going to help you. And I bet some of you watching are actually studying astrology as well. So this is truly amazing. I really encourage you to keep going. And I wish you and sending you so many blessings, Libra. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Subscribe to my channel if you want to support me as well. And I make many more videos for you. And thank you so much. I wish you the best 2023 and keep going and keep shining, Libra. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, how are you doing? 2023 is going to be quite a major year, quite some changes. I'm just going to point out the biggest shifts that I have seen. And then I'm going to point out some of the best months for like money and love and all these kind of things. So we are starting off this year with Jupiter in your 6th house in Aries, which is your health routines. This is your general routines, right? There could have been a little bit of overindulgence for you, Scorpio. Like maybe you gained some weight, or maybe, you know, Jupiter wants you to indulge. But it could have been also been some luck. There could be some luck coming in for your work. And Jupiter's in Aries until the 17th of May. So until that time, you're going to have some sunshine on your routines, your health, maybe some good results on your health, and also on your work. You're going to be more seen, attracting more clients, attracting more work, right? And on the 17th of May, Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus in your 7th house. This is your luck in love. Okay, Scorpio, if you haven't met someone already, you definitely can meet someone. This is a year to get married for some of you, right? We're going to have Jupiter and Taurus between 17th of May and the end of the year. So, and it's starting with this conjunction with the North Node, which is some type of destiny. So you might meet some partner that is going to share part of your destiny, okay? Saturn is moving from Aquarius in your 4th house to the 5th house, okay? Let me get some water. Been talking for quite some time. But I wanted to take this time and really explain for all the signs, you know, what 2023 is doing. So Saturn in your 5th house, right? This is like some kind of this is like hard work when it comes to children. So maybe your children need more attention. Some of you actually get pregnant, so obviously you're gonna have to need some time out taking care of yourself. You might be dating, but with Saturn there, it's more like you either don't want to date at all, and you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna settle for anyone less than I deserve. Okay, so you might not want to date. You're like, destiny, bring me my partner. Show me who's suitable for me. And it could also be that the romance between you and your partner is decreasing because you're having a child, right? It's like in some ways there is less time for these kind of things. So Pluto is going to dip his toes for a little bit in the sign of Aquarius in your 4th house. Massive, massive, massive changes in your family dynamics. Also, ancestral patterns will have some kind of upgrade and will be shown to the surface. Okay, so Aquarius is in your 4th house, and yeah, it's in the sign of Aquarius until the 12th of June, so just for a little bit, but it's going to show you what needs to change in your family dynamics. Maybe it shows you what is preventing you from really truly being grounded in your body. Like, do you have good boundaries? Do you stand with your own truth? And do you feel free in the place where you live right now? Do you feel caged? Do you need to move to a different place? Or are you where you're supposed to be? You will be dragged into a new place if necessary. Like, Pluto is going to bring up all the dirt, everything that needs to change. Okay, so if you need to move, Pluto will point it out. Yeah, definitely. So major romantic year, but it's especially higher commitment. You don't want anything casual at this time. Okay, so good months for traveling are January, July. Career months, January, May, June, July, August. However, July, August has Venus retrograde, which will happen. It will start July and it will end the 3rd of September. So career could be money coming in from something you've done before, Scorpio. Love months, February, December. Yeah, February till December. So almost all year it's a great year for love, commitment. Commitment, serious relationships. Moving months, February. Money months, December. Okay, so this is definitely a year of love, maybe having children, higher commitment, marriage, these kind of things. So this is my message for you, Scorpio. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel so I know you want to see many more videos. You find my details in the description box below if you want to have a private reading with me. And I wish you an amazing, amazing year of 2023. I really appreciate you. Keep going. You're doing so well. Like, you have been having a bit of a tough time with these eclipses, but you're gonna be just fine, and let good things come into your life. So thank you so much, Scorpio. Wish you a lovely, lovely year. Next sign up is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, the year of 2023. What to expect, right? Well, we're starting off with Jupiter in your 5th house, and it's in a fellow fire sign. So it's in a trine with your ascendant, which means that it's going to be very beneficial for you. You're going to feel uplifted. You're going to feel super creative, Sagittarius. You're going to feel like your mind is open. You're going to feel romantic. And for some of you, this means you're actually going to make babies around this time, expand your family, especially between January and June. Okay, January and up until June, but especially up until the 17th of May, because on the 17th of May, Jupiter is moving into the next sign of Taurus, which is in your 6th house. 6th house is your work, so, and it's lining up with the North Node. So there is some kind of destiny with your work. You're going to be pushed into the job you need to be in. So if you need to change jobs, that will happen. If you're going to reach, like maybe the job you're already doing, you're going to get more clients, more visibility, more luck. Maybe more money is coming in. Less work, more money. This is also definitely Jupiter in the 6th house. Watch your weight, right? Your eating habits. You might overindulge, especially with Taurus there. Taurus likes beautiful things. And I know, Sag, you like the life of the party. You're really, you love good dinners, having a great time. I so appreciate that about you. I love hanging out with Sagittarius. You're so much fun. Just like most fire signs, right? It's like having a great time is the best with the fire signs. Also, Mars is stationing direct. I want to point that out in your 7th house. And it's been there for a long time. So if you had struggles in your relationship, right? It's stationing direct on the 12th of January. So the ending is near. If your relationship survived the struggles and the difficulty, you are in a very stable relationship. Could be more, I don't know. But yeah, it's stationing direct. So all frustrations had to come out if there were any. So maybe some arguments have happened, but your time, you're ready to move on, and you could even go to like a higher commitment after that, right? Realizing through the struggles that you came closer to each other, and you're going to go to the next level. If you're single, especially the beginning of the year is great for dating, having fun, romance, you know, do whatever floats your boat. This is the time to do that. I'm pointing out, oh no, I should not forget, Saturn is moving on the 8th of March into the sign of Pisces. So this is kind of a restrictive planet, or a planet that makes you work hard. So some of you Sagittarius are buying a house, and it's a lot of work, right? To buy a house, to sign all the contracts, to get everything done. This is definitely a possibility for you. Also, you could be moving to either a different country, or you're moving towards like more watery place, moving out of the house, right? Moving in with someone, moving out. There could also be a restriction when it comes to a family member. So maybe you have to take care of a family member. This could be father, mother, doesn't matter, because Saturn is the father and 4th house is the mother. So one of your parents might fall ill or need some help, or, you know, they break a leg. I really don't want that to happen, of course, but giving you an example of what this placement could mean. And Pluto is going to dip its toes for a little bit in a sign of Aquarius. This is going to be major on a worldly level as well. And for you, it's in your 3rd house. So the relationship with your siblings, if there's anything that needs some truth or some dirt coming up, some secrets, this is the time it will all be revealed. You will optimize the way you talk, the way you speak. This placement will be there until the 12th of June, just for a little bit, but it's going to really show you new ways of communication. And people might backfire you, you know, like, you said this like that, why didn't you say it like this? So be open and try to listen to the feedback. Also, you might point out in other people certain things, or you might start a new study, a research, and you're gonna maybe write a book or pursue something that you really want. Pluto is going to make you commit to it and almost like force it onto you, so you're gonna finish it. It's like you're gonna get a book deal, so you kind of have to finish the book in a way. So you have to stand in your power and transmit the message that feels right to you. Okay, Sagittarius. So a few months that are good for certain things. Money months, January. Romance months, January till June. Traveling months, February, June, August. August, though, has Venus retrograde. Starting end of July, ending 3rd of September. We're going to have Venus retrograde, so pay attention to that. No plastic surgery, no extreme changes to your physical appearance, okay? Or overspending. Traveling months, February, June, August. I already said that, I think. Moving months, February, March. Career months, April, May, July, August. Again, July, August has Venus retrograde, so it could be money coming in from something you've done before. September, October, December, also for your career, good months, okay? So this is about a year about children, romance, creative expression, and work, right? Your health, your routines. You're gonna see more work coming in because it was a little bit unstable, especially if you were self-employed. It was like money coming in, money going out, money coming in, money going out. So there will be more luck and stability coming your way when it comes to that. So this is my message for you, my lovely Sagittarius. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below if you want to share a message with the community, and I wish you a really, really great year of 2023. I'm sending you so many blessings, so much luck. You deserve it. You have been working really hard and you deserve all the happiness. So thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. And let's move on to the next sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, what do we have for you? There will be some massive changes for you, especially because Pluto is going to move into Aquarius for a bit and then moving back to your sign, okay? And it's quite massive actually. Because Pluto is the planet of transformation and it has been in your first house for a long time. So you had to deal with a lot of personal change, a lot of internal changes. You had to deal with manipulation, being manipulated, seeing your own patterns of manipulation, standing in your power in healthy ways. And you had to really... some of you transformed in major ways, like the last few years was like completely different life, and you had to see all the darkness, the shadow side had to come out in order for you to move on, right? Pluto is going to be only in Aquarius until like the 12th of June, and it will be in your second house. So this has to do with money, the way you see money, the way you earn money, and the way you feel you deserve money. So like insecurities regarding to money are gonna come up. Like, am I worthy? Like all these patterns that need to be broken. Like maybe you were holding on to certain items and you're finally gonna throw things away. It's gonna be like some Capricorns are becoming minimalists, gonna throw away a lot of things. As Saturn was almost teaching you like to work hard for the things that you want. And it felt like some kind of restriction on your money. But Saturn is moving into your third house in the sign of Pisces. So you're probably going to study something new, put a lot of effort and work into, your mental activities. Maybe you have to move around a lot for work, like they make you go on a lot of short trips, and you feel like it's taking a lot of effort, right? But at least the main restriction in your money is going to be over when Saturn is moving into Pisces on the 8th of March. So a lot of this restriction in your money is going to be over. Pluto is going to point out even further what you can do to earn more money and what like mental affirmations you have to change in order to reach that. But the biggest like sometimes even Pluto takes away and then gives back everything, right? It's like taking so you can transform and get 3 double. Pluto doesn't mean they take away your money. It means, are you honest in the way you make money? because the dirt needs to come out. It's like, it's a tough karmic planet that's going to show you like you have to stand in your power in an honest way, and we'll give you a lot of money. So these things are going to come up. Jupiter is in your 4th house at the beginning of the year in January, and will be there until the 7th of May. So a lot of you are moving, buying a house. It's like some lucky destiny will happen when it comes to finding a new place. But Chiron there is making you a little bit like, is this really the place I need to be? I'm not sure. It's maybe away from my family. I feel guilty. So there's going to be some yes, no, ups and downs when it comes to, you get this lucky thing, but then at the same time it brings a little bit of insecurity. Could also be that you're spending more time with your family, working on your house. Like, yeah, there is going to be some lucky efforts, some lucky offers when it comes to your family life, your home. You could be redecorating, and it's going to make everything much nicer, expanding your house, like extending it with a terrace. On the 17th of May, Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus in your 5th house. Lovely. This is absolutely lovely. You're gonna have a conjunction with the North Node in your 5th house. Major romantic cycle. So you could meet someone new, someone that's going to be part of your destiny. Some of you, if you want kids, you could be pregnant. If it's an accident, it's destiny. North Node is destiny. So whatever happens, it's destiny, okay? It could also be a lot of money coming in through hobbies or a creative project. It's like, boom. Suddenly your wealth is increasing through maybe a hobby that you have, and you might either give up your job to make that your job, or you're gonna do it on the side, but it's bringing in a lot of money and not that much effort, right? You feel like maybe creative expression, like you're starting to make new things, and it's gonna like bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of money, because Taurus is the sign of money, and 5th house is definitely about hobbies, your spare time. It's the work you do maybe outside of your job. This is also, I'm not really a big lottery person, but if you would need to buy a lottery ticket, I would do it on the 17th of May. If you win money, it's destiny, because 5th house is definitely have to do with lottery, or, you know, receiving money through like random like gambling and stuff like that. I do not recommend it, but if you have control over that, you want a nice night out, why not? Okay, so this is a great time. Some good months for you, Capricorn, for 2023. So money months, January, February. Moving months, January to May. Love months, May to May, June, December. What's that? Yeah. Career months, June, September. Traveling months, March, September, October, November. Okay, so this is my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I also do private readings, so you can book a private reading with me. You find all the details in the description box below. And I hope you have a fantastic 2023, where you meet the love of your life or win this lottery or anything. This year is going to be life-changing, okay? Life-changing for many people. A lot of changes will happen. So you deserve all the best. I'm here for you. I really appreciate you, and keep doing great work. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign, Aquarius. So my lovely Aquarius, the year of 2023, we're gonna experience so many changes. And you know, for you, we're starting off this year with Jupiter in your 3rd house. So some of you Aquarius, definitely you're studying something new, okay? You're studying, you're going into some type of leadership maybe. You're writing a book, you're writing a blog, anything related to communication is really, you're gonna have a lot of luck if you publish something. But with Chiron there, sometimes you feel like what you want to do is not like good enough. You're a little bit like, should I not, should I really? But the universe is pushing you towards that direction. On the 17th of May, massive shift. Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus in your 4th house together with the North Node. A lot of you Aquarius gonna move around this time. It's a destiny. You're gonna move around this time, move for a job. Maybe you're gonna work online. You're gonna work from home. If you were thinking about this is the shift and the time to do it, okay? Don't do anything because I tell you to do it, because ultimately you are the boss of your life and your intuition is number one. I'm just pointing out good times. Right, and your natal chart is different, but you have to check 0 degrees to 2 degrees. Where's Taurus for you? There's going to be a massive destiny. Okay, so if you're in real estate, you're going to sell some massive houses. You're going to sell a lot of good stuff. You're going to earn a lot of money. So some of you are really starting to, maybe you sell your house and you're going to have massive amount of money coming in. It's like, wow, where did this come from? Okay. So this is really the focus of this year. Then we have on the 8th of March, Saturn is moving into the sign of Pisces, okay? And I don't want you to get scared. I mean, Saturn was in your 1st house, putting a lot of responsibility on you. It felt like times, like you were up and down, feeling a bit down, feeling a lot of responsibility was thrown on you by people. Now the restriction is going to go in your 2nd house, okay? Saturn is the planet of restriction or hard work. So my advice is always hard work. So maybe you feel like you have to work a bit harder to earn money. But with Saturn comes the reward after hard work, right? So it could also be that you feel there's a shortage of money of the things that you need. So try to keep working. Don't back down from that, right? Now is the time to see how responsible you can be when it comes to your money. This is your karma of 2023. Pluto is shortly going to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is obviously your sign, your 1st house. So you're going to experience a massive transformation. This could be your looks. This could be the way you are, the way you think. You might completely change your life completely. There might be some really big transformation, okay? And I don't want you to get scared, because sometimes in order to transform, you have to let something go. One thing goes, new thing comes. This could have a relationship with moving. Pluto will be in Aquarius until the 12th of June, just a short while, but it will be back in 2024, okay? Sometimes we have to lose something in order to gain something, right? It's a cycle, 8th house, it's a pattern. You're gonna break through a pattern, and you're gonna break free of certain things. People that have manipulated you, you're gonna break free from something. You're gonna be like, no, I'm standing up in my power now. I'm gonna leave this BS behind. I'm not gonna deal with it any longer. I'm gonna do something I want to do. You're gonna choose yourself, Aquarius. It's gonna be a very powerful moment. It's also going to be like you feel like the ground will pull away from under your feet. But make sure to know that God always has your back. The universe always has your back. So if you feel like unstable, please make sure to meditate and to ground yourself, because everything is always going to be okay. Some months that indicate certain things. So traveling, short trips, right? 3rd house, up till May. And then October is another month for traveling, more far away travels. Money months is March is a money month. Moving months, April, May till December, right? A lot of shifts in that. maybe selling your house at the same time. Career months, May, November, December. We also have a Venus retrograde in July, starting in July until the 3rd of September. So keep in mind to not do like major like changes like in your transformation. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do some major change in my face or like some treatment. It's not good. Keep it very basic around this time. So yeah, this is my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. You would help me out so much, and I can keep helping you on your journey. And I hope to see you next time. Keep going, Aquarius. You have been through some tough times, but you're doing so well. So I'm here to tell you to keep going, keep have this fighting spirit, and everything will be fine. Thank you so much for your love and support. I wish you so many blessings in the year of 2023, and bless you. Let's move on to the next sign of Pisces. So Pisces, the year of 2023. Time is flying. It's really unbelievable. Let me get your chart up to get that correct. Right. Okie-doke. This is going to be a quite major year for you as well. And this is because Saturn on the 8th of March is moving into your first house, okay? So this means that you're gonna feel a lot of responsibilities are kind of coming your way, okay? So you're gonna feel a little bit more pressure, but this is a time to grow up. Sounds bad, but it's like you're learning how to be very responsible, right? You're really starting to learn how to take responsibility, and yeah, it's going to give you the rewards you need. So Saturn is restricting, but it's also rewarding you. So you're gonna really rethink, who am I, what do I want, and what do I stand for? What is your identity, right? Like, am I pleasing other people to help them, or am I being my authentic self? These questions are gonna come up. The beginning of the year, January, right? Like Jupiter is in your second house of money. So this is amazing. This is giving you more money, more resources, but we have Chiron there as well. So any woundings regarding money, like for example, some of you Pisces feel like you don't deserve that amount of money, or you don't deserve something, like it's time to heal those wounds and understand that money coming your way, you deserve it. Also, don't overspend whatever it is you receive, right? So they're gonna come some new money. And then on the 17th of May, Jupiter is shifting into the sign of Jupiter in your third house of siblings, communication, and short trips. So, and it's lining up with the North Node, which is part of a destiny. So some of you will be brought on a short trip that's gonna give you ideas for more money. Some of you are gonna start writing a book or start a new study, right? And with Uranus there in the third house, could be something related to some kind of innovation, learning how to work with platforms, or innovation of products, astrology, something scientific or website related. Maybe you're learning how to work with websites, make your own website. So definitely you're gonna change. You're gonna soak up a lot of information, and this is a destiny of something you're gonna work with eventually, or something you will publish. Okay, your relationship with your siblings are gonna be much better. Maybe you want to spend more time with them if you have any. But the year of 2023 is going to bring abundance because of Jupiter in Taurus. So it could be abundance to wherever Taurus is in your chart, and for you it's your third house. So definitely your communication is going to be very convincing. If you're on an online platform, people really want to hear you speak, want to hear you You want to see your writing skills. They really feel that you have a powerful word. Could be that you are becoming some kind of teacher and your words are very prominent, very heard. Pluto, heard, not like pain, right? Pluto is moving into Aquarius on the 24th of March, just for a little bit until the 12th of June. And this is in your 12th house. So Pisces, massive, massive spiritual awakening. You already had Saturn in your 12th house in Aquarius. Really cleaning up a lot of things regarding to your ancestral line, your father line specifically. Your sign Pisces is also 12th house related. So in general, you are here to let yourself be guided by the divine and, you know, connect with your higher self. Because if you're not connected to some kind of God, you kind of feel lost. And this is where addictions come in, okay? That's why they say people with a lot of Pisces can have addictions. It's because you're missing the connection with God, the universe, or something. You can be the oldest soul existing if you connect to this wisdom that you can naturally have, okay? So you're gonna clean up more karma the upcoming time. And when Pluto's in the 12th house, everything the subconscious has been hiding is gonna come out. And with Saturn there, you already figured out a lot of things. And, you know, the more you clean up the subconscious through hypnosis, meditation, yoga, all these things, readings, the more you will develop and attract abundance to you. Okay? So, yeah, it's going to be a year where you can grow spiritually a lot, right? Where you can earn more money and you can share your wisdom and your words with the world, or you study something that's going to have a major impact on your life, and you will know intuitively what that will be. Okay, so I have a few months that are going to be very prominent for you, Pisces. So money months, January to May, right, due to Jupiter in your second house. Moving months, February, April, June. Traveling months, April, May, June, November. Love months, May, June, July, August, September. Keep in mind, Venus retrograde will happen from July till 3rd of September. So this could be a past lover coming back, someone that you have dated before, or a past life lover can come into your life, okay? I know people are not happy about these things, but this is just what Venus retrograde does, or you can hear from an ex-bag and stuff like that. Career months, August, September, December. So again, August could be a job, like people offering you a job, for example, in your old company, and it's up to you to take that job, yes or no. September, December are also career months. So yeah, in general, this is a time for a year of communication and making money, finding new ways of making money, and really like working with the subconscious and working with having many things at the same time, many responsibilities, many things on your mind, but you can deal with it. You're very, very, very strong. And I wish you so many blessings, so much luck. I hope you have all the abundance you deserve. You are literally the best, Pisces. I so adore you. Keep going. So I do private readings. You find all the details in the description box below. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, so I know you want to see many more videos. Thank you for everything. And I wish you an amazing year of 2023. Bye bye.